The next section we're going to do here is we're going to do a little enhancement to the class we created just to show a little bit more realistically how things would work. Okay, so we're going to flip into our editor and we're going to now, what we do is I'm just going to take a copy of this. And what our next enhancement is going to be is we want to code the facility for those people to have a birthday. So we're going to try to build that functionality and see if we can do that. So I'm going to say test OOP birthday. And I'm going to be a little more realistic as well. Typically, objects like this are stored in arrays. So I'm going to create an array. So I'm going to call it family. So const family equals new, and I'll just create an empty one. Okay, and then I'm going to go family dot push. I think that's it. And then what I'm going to do, this is the new element of the array. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Larry in there. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to family dot push Lorraine in there. No, I don't have there. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this one. Okay, and put Lorraine. And she should be 30. And again, I haven't written any functionality yet. This is what I call the setup component. Okay, I don't need that anymore. But I'm going to do an expect just to make sure things are where I expect them to be. So in this case, it's going to be family at position 0 dot name should be Larry, and I'm going to repeat that. Okay, and interestingly enough, I'm already writing functionality on something that exists. So my age should be 29. Oh, and I made a huge mistake here. If my wife saw this, holy moly, she's younger than me. Okay, so now here's what we're going to do. We're going to run this, and then I'm going to make sure that this test works. Okay, so this is our starting point. That's all we're doing. This is our starting point. Okay, oh, we have a failure. So let's see, what could the possible failure be? Equals new. Oh my goodness, look at this. I want to create an empty array. All right, so now everything passed. Now, again, okay, I'm going to change and call it birthday. And when I do this, it should, oops. Okay, run it. There we go. All right, so now the next thing I'm going to do is if I go, okay, so this is the setup so far. All I've done is the setup. So if I go family, square bracket 0, and give them a birthday, okay, I then expect that age to be 30. So this is what I want to do. Now, notice I did not do this in the right order, and I want all you guys chanting in the background, what did I not do here? And this is why we don't do it this way. All right, so the error that I'm going to have now is it's going to tell me there is no such method as birthday. So what I want to do is I want to do the stub. The stub birthday requires the signature, and that's all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to my person class, and I'm going to write the method birthday. Okay, no parameters at all. Okay, and it's not going to return anything. So it's going to be just empty. Let's save that. So now this is my signature. This is the stub. No parameters, and it returns nothing. That's kind of interesting. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do it again. And now what's it going to complain about? To be 30. Oh, it's complaining about that. And it says, hey, it's not 30, it's actually 29. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say, well, the obvious thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to say this dot age equals 30. Okay. All right. Run that again. And my test will pass. I'm done. Not so easy, cowboy. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish my setup. I'm going to do the same thing for Lorraine, who is in position 1 now. I expect her name to be Lorraine. I'm not expecting this to fail. I'm expecting her age to be 28. And over here, if I now do a birthday for Lorraine, again, I'm doing it fairly fast, hoping you can follow. We've done quite a few videos together already. So now what I'm doing is I'm doing the second one. Okay, subscript 0. Okay, so I'm going to run that again. And now I can't get away with passing just 30 back. Oh, sorry, I can get away with passing 30, just 30 back. But in her case, she shouldn't be 30, she should be 29. I'd get shot. Okay, so as you can see, my test succeeded because my test was in error. And that's why we get it to fail the first time. It's exactly why. So now if we look at this and it's saying, hey, you're expecting to be 29, but it's 30. And the reason it's 30 is because we hard-coded it. So does anybody know how we can change the statement to actually make it work? Let's try that. All we're doing is adding 1 to age. Now, this is the simplest example that we can come up with, but I hope you're getting the idea. So what we're trying to do now, and this is really important to understand this, the person is the class. It's like the blueprint, okay? And inside of the blueprint, it has no value. So it's the same thing as the, again, not value, that's not the right word, but it's not instantiated. It doesn't have substance yet. So the person is just the concept of the person, and it's not real until it gets instantiated. So in this particular case, when that person gets instantiated as Larry, now it has properties. It has things I can talk about. It's got a name and it's got an age, okay? So it's that's like the blueprint of a house. Until that house gets built, it's not got any substance to it. So the class is the concept. The instantiation of that class now is the real thing. So I can't say what's the name of that person. Okay, that doesn't make sense. But that person, Larry, is called Larry. That person, Larry, is 29. So here's where I'm creating the instance of it. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. We've created a little bit of an enhancement. We've done the test-driven development, or at least the unit testing component. I'll get into that a little further later to be able to get this to work. All right, hope that helps. See you later.